Albert Einstein once said that the one thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. And at the University of Pittsburgh for the past 50 years, everyone has known where the Hillman Library is.
My wife and family and I watched the actual construction of Hillman Library in the middle and late 60s, and we were there when it was opened in 1967.
Henry and Elsie Hillman were the most wonderful people you could hope to meet. They were energizing, they were friendly, they were supportive, and they were extraordinarily generous.
During his last 10 years, I think, as university librarian, Rushmiller was the Hillman University librarian, and that endowment provided funds that really made it possible for us to make many of the changes that we made.
Hillman has always been our academic center, our headquarters, if you will, sitting in the heart of the campus.
And for many of us on the faculty, the Hillman Library has been a place where we developed as scholars ourselves. It's a place where we've had librarians who are partners in our research, a place that's been home to many of the books and journals that not only document the history and include the data that is so valuable to our research, but also have been the main means of scholarly communication with our colleagues across the country.
The university is intrinsically a learning community. When the youngest and greenest freshman is working hard, trying to learn something, we call it homework. When the most advanced and sophisticated scholarly professor is trying hard to learn something, we call it research. But no matter what we call it, the whole community is struggling to learn every day of the year. The library is key to helping all of them.
By virtue of what it is and the space that it creates and its location on the campus, it's really the home base for our students as well. This is really one of their key touch points in their academic experience. I can tell you that students will often tell me about how hard they work to stake out their territory in the Hillman Library in the middle of finals week, how it's a key part of their routines. And it's not just the quiet place to study, although for many that's what it is. It's also for many the place to collaborate with their peers, to work together, to share ideas.
That whole floor, that whole area of the tables and things was sort of a safe space, place where they could come and study. Not necessarily just to read the books on the shelves, but just come and study, hang out, and be there. So the library had that sort of social atmosphere, if you will, at the time.
Hillman is becoming a space that's filled with librarians who are knowledge management experts now, helping each of us to find the resources that we need to fully develop our ideas, acting as partners in research and guides through the literature.
We've gone from a time of what I would call information scarcity, where information was rare, we collected it, we curated it, we put these rare collections in libraries, we trained experts to help us retrieve the information, to, in our own lifetimes, we've moved into an era of information abundance.
The Hillman Library is becoming a place full of new technologies that are helping us not only access information, but helping us really develop that information and our understanding of it to the point where we can really advance knowledge much more rapidly than we could in the past.
I think librarians and the library systems have been at the center of really one of the most, as I said, remarkable changes in technology, I think, in human history, and that is how we collect, disseminate, and use information.
So I would say that Hillman Library is made of physical things, but Hillman Library also has a heart.